If you're a regular viewer of this channel, then you should know by now that we're pretty obsessed with the long term, the macro trends, and trying to figure out how much time we have left in this bull cycle. Well, I did something interesting recently, and I took a look at how much time we have left until the next Bitcoin halving in 2024. And it's about 1,100 days, 1,100 days. So I figured, let's go take a look at history, take a look at the long-term chart for Bitcoin, and mark up in the previous cycles when we were 1,100 days away from the next halving. And for Bitcoin in 2013, or I should say, 2013, and also in 2017, we had a very similar outcome when we were 1,100 days away. In 2013, Bitcoin went up for another about 155 days when it was 1,100 days away from the halving. So we had a lot more upside at this current point in the cycle. In 2017, when we were 1,100 days away from the halving, we went up for another 220 days. We had, basically we were just breaking the all-time high. Now, this cycle for Bitcoin currently here in 2021 is actually taking place faster than the last ones, right? Because we're trading right along the midline of the stock to flow model. In 2017, we were trading below it, actually almost outside the stock to flow channel here. We were still following stock to flow, but we were kind of lagging a little bit. This cycle is happening faster, and we're using the 10-week EMA as support instead of the 21-week EMA as it stands right now, for the most part. Now, we're basically 1,100 days away at this point. And so we had in the previous 2013 cycle, 155 days. 2017 cycle, we had 225 days. So if we're going to maybe make this comparison and take the average, that would be about 187 days or something like that. I think that's the math. So that would actually land us in October of 2021. So if you're looking at it this way, October of 2021 would be our top area. That's how much time we would have left according to previous cycles. Now, there's other ways you can also measure the potential for this cycle. You guys know that I think that we're going to see our most bullish price action in the summer of this year, in a few months. This analysis is suggesting that that is wrong and that we would top out closer to October this year, a little bit after the summer. The reason why I think that we're going to be going up till the summer is because this cycle is taking place faster. And in the last cycle, from all-time high break to all-time high, it took about 240 days. And from this all-time high break, if you mark up 240 days, that brings you to about August. So in terms of the human emotion hype cycle, right, how long it takes human emotion to push the price from the all-time high to next all-time high, if that fractal played out, we would end around August, summer of this year. But if you're looking at it like this, taking the average when you're 1,100 days away from the halving, it would actually land us at, closer to October. So, there's a couple ways to interpret this, but the point here of this video is that we have a lot of time. We very likely, there's nothing guaranteed, but we very likely have a lot of time left in this bull market. And it's important for you to remain bullish generally, right? If you have conviction for the long term, it's important to remain generally bullish. And that when you see dips in the market, you're taking advantage of those dips by, maybe buying more or just not panic selling, right? I know there's a lot of new people that are, having trouble. And there's a lot of, even older people that were here in 2017, 2018 that have PTSD. And every time the price drops, they get scared. I think it's important for us to recognize where we are in this cycle and that we likely do have a lot of time left, right? We're right at this point now where we probably have many months of epic moves to the upside, tremendous opportunities here. And it's important to recognize that and to, look at the long term, look at the macro trends and stop caring about every little move. Bitcoin is looking a little bit bearish right now, right? We're getting some rejection here and there's not all too much buy action. So, even if Bitcoin does get a rejection down to the low 40,000 range, which is possible, I would say just, stay calm, buy the dip. We're probably not going to spend all that much time down there. And in fact, if you look at this pattern that we're in on the daily for Bitcoin, right? Take a look at this. Now let me go back to 2017 and take a look at this. Quite similar, this setup here. Just like now, we have, you know, a couple quick moves to the upside, and then we break down and we trade sideways and go a little bit lower and then run up again. And it kind of seems that way right now. I'm not saying we're going to go down, right? I'm just saying that if we do, you should realize where we are in the macro trend and not get too scared, right? And it probably wouldn't last all that long, even if we did go down, right? I'm just trying to get you guys mentally prepared for what could come, and mentally prepared, and have your mind in the right place in terms of the overall trend here. We're still quite early in this bull market, though yes, in the bear market, because there's always going to be a bear market. In the bear market, we could come back to these levels, but traditionally Bitcoin does have a major bubble from this point on. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to discuss today. There's also, we could talk about Ethereum. Ethereum's chart looking really good, though I think I'll hold off on that for today. Kind of just wanted to talk more about Bitcoin from a long-term perspective. And, it's pretty crazy to see Bitcoin dominance plummeting right now. This is, we haven't seen anything like this since 2017. So this is actually an indication that we are on our first leg up in the bull run, and we probably have a lot more. It's possible, guys, that Bitcoin dominance may end up hitting an all-time low. That's totally possible. I could totally see that happening because, of course, blockchain technology is not limited to just Bitcoin. There's a lot of awesome innovations taking place. But anyway, I don't want to go off on a tangent on that just for now. I just want to talk about the long term. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel if you're new. And if you want to support this channel, join the Patreon. Well, actually, I would wait till May 1st or 2nd because you don't want to get double charged. So wait, if you're going to join Patreon, wait till May 1st or 2nd. Actually, one of the top gainers, Polygon, over the past week, we actually bought this at 4 cents. It's now at 83 cents in Patreon. And if you go to page 2, I also made a buy call for the top gainer this week, Bakery Swap, at like $1.50. Now it's at 5 or 4.77. Though I actually sold this too early, and a lot of patrons are making money on it right now. Regardless, yeah, that's the kind of stuff we do in Patreon. Kind of more focused on altcoins. On my YouTube channel, we're more focused on Bitcoin. But yeah, guys, that's it for me today. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.